everyone. I would like to bring the September 20th, 23 meeting of the Interboro Board of School Directors to order. Ms. Caldwell, do we have a roll call, please?
Thank you, Mr. Phelps. Ms. Wilkins? Here. Mr. Willis? Mr. Harris?
Here.
Mr. Goldsboro?
Here.
Ms. Joseph? Here. Ms. Fagan? Mr. Evans?
Here.
Mr. Chabon?
Here.
Mr. Phelps?
Here. Mr. Evans, can we have an invocation and pledge, please?
Certainly. Heavenly Father, please hear our prayer. Bless all schools, colleges, and especially the Interboro School District. And grant to this board and their deliberations this evening the spirit of wisdom, truth, and knowledge. What is undertaken always be done in charity and in peace, and what we do might be for the benefit of others. All this we ask in your name. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
How does back of my hair look? First up, number 2. No problem, recognitions. Mr. Litz, you are up, sir.
I'd like to call up Isabella Shippey. Isabella is a Interboro High School junior this year, and we are pleased to present her with the Richard Greenhouse Award. This award is given annually to the sophomore with the highest GPA, and I'm going to read just a short note from the family about this award, because they do sponsor it. Rick served Interboro High School for 20 years. This included several years as guidance counselor and a sophomore class advisor until his untimely death on April 5th, 1992. He was born on December 11th, 1949 in Perth Amboy, New Jersey. In June 1965, Rick earned the highest academic average in the sophomore class at Perth Amboy High School, hence the significance of this award. 2 years later, Rick graduated and earned the 4th highest average. He won the French prize for the highest four-year department average and the first annual Henry Dane Varsity Baseball Award. He also lettered in basketball, was co-sports editor of the school yearbook, and a member of the National Honor Society. For the 32nd year, Rick's family is very proud to present the Richard B. Greenhouse Memorial Award to the Interboro High School sophomore with the highest average, Isabella Shippey. Congratulations, Isabella. Best wishes for continued success in all your endeavors. May the
Great. Congratulations, Ms. Shipley. Okay. All right. We will now hear from our Interboro Education Foundation, Reggie Evans.
Tom?
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, and sorry for the delay in the beginning of the meeting. So, the Interboro Education Foundation is a 501c3. We're still up and coming. We're doing the best we can, trying to do what we can for our teachers. And so, with some, on hand, we had some generous donations from some wonderful people. So, we were able to, had an opportunity to provide 15 mini grants to teachers this past school year. The mini grants totaled $6,675, and this evening we're here to honor the teachers that were the recipients. Not just for the effort that they made to apply for the grants, but also in turn what they're going to be doing to their students to advance their lives. So Lois Snyder here is former superintendent. She's part of our Education Foundation. Lois is going to introduce a couple of the teachers who are going to speak this evening a little bit about what their mini grants are going to do for their students, and also Linda West and Tom Coyote are also going to participate in announcing all of the teachers who received the grants and also hand out certificates. So thank you, everyone, and let's.
Thank you, Margie. great pleasure to be here tonight. I'm going to just start with introducing Elizabeth Adams and following her, Emily Cantonese. We're going to share with you what their mini grants are going to purchase for the classrooms.
All right, good evening, everyone. My name is Beth Adams. I'm an autistic support teacher at Prospect, grades 1 through 3, and the grant money will definitely benefit my classroom because I'll be buying sensory items, fidgets, some lights, some calming toys and things like that that may seem extra but are definitely a necessity to make my children successful in school year and in their inclusive classrooms. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Emily Catanese. I'm a learning support teacher at Tinicum School. I am also lucky enough to be part of the PBIS program. And at Tinicum School, we really focus on our core values of respect, responsibility, honesty, and showing buck pride. And so this year, we really wanted to focus on an area of the school day where our students were struggling behaviorally with a lot of the office discipline referrals, and that was lunch and recess. And so we brought our PBIS program into the cafeteria by purchasing a treasure chest for our school mascot, Bucky the Pirate, and he's giving out, the teachers and the staff members are giving out gold coins, and students can receive prizes at the end of the week by the administrators, and also sometimes Bucky will join in on the fun of handing out prizes. So thank you for supporting that.
Now we have 2 high school winners. Bill, Emily, if you want to come on up and share with me what your grants were.
My name is Bill Lavery. I teach allied health in the high school. I've been teaching since the early 2000s. So with this grant, we were able to purchase 2 new AED trainers and replacement pads. And I'm pleasantly surprised how much the kids really took to these. They're much easier to work with. One of the goals of doing CPR is not to interrupt CPR compressions, and they're good at putting these pads on the mannequins. We also purchased personal face shields. So now they're not only trained, but they'll have that extra protection. American Heart Association, Red Cross are really re-emphasizing breaths for the successful resuscitation of children and infants and adults. There's kind of got away with that with compression only CPR, but we want to re-emphasize breaths. So thank you very much for the grant.
Thank you. Unfortunately, the second high school person who was going to speak tonight is ill, so I'm reading for her. She sent me a statement that she's very excited. Jessica Vasquez, who is the curriculum coordinator for world languages and a Spanish teacher at the high school. And she says, this year I was very grateful to have received a grant from the Interboro Education Foundation to support my endeavor of offering flexible seating in a mostly deskless classroom for my students. Having piloted this approach last year with limited resources, and now expanding upon it through the generosity of the Interboro Education Foundation, I have seen a huge shift in student behavior and level of engagement. We are able to easily incorporate so much more movement through games, small group learning activities, storytelling, acting, and more. Students are much more comfortable, ready to learn each day because they have more ownership of the physical space in the room and are able to choose what works best for them as individual learners. After 18 years of teaching students in a traditional seating arrangement, I am now seeing firsthand the impact of this choice of comfort and the creative spirit can have on the students. And I myself am feeling a renewed sense of inspiration. Many thanks to the Interboro Education Foundation for supporting my out-of-the-box idea, and I look forward to the board members making themselves comfortable on my beanbag chairs, floor cushions, and couch whenever they choose to visit, in order to get the full immersive experience, of course. So thank you very much. If any board members would like to ask any questions about this whole initiative. We have other teachers here who have won many grants, so feel free if you want to ask anything.
Okay, so now we're just going to present, when we call your name, if you're here, guys, just come on up and get your certificate.
I'd just like to briefly run down the list of all 15 mini grants that were awarded. First is to Elizabeth Adams for sensory items for the autistic support room at Prospect Park School. Second is Elizabeth Becker, Colleen Blankley, and Kirsten Carey for the middle school supply station at Norwood School, grades 6 to 8. Third is Jason Bowen for the Mick Soapbox project in all the elementary schools here at Rhoda Schools, grade 8. Emily Capanese, you heard from the Bucky's Cafeteria Treasure Chest for the PBIS initiative, Seneca School. Stephanie D'Alonso, Misha Cabito, Lorraine Monaghan, and Christopher Stubby, Positive Behavior Incubation System Reward Fund at Glenolden School. Rachel Flicker and Kathleen McCullen, Basic Needs Closet at Norwood School for all grades. Again, Rachel Flicker, Heather Egan, Rosemary Haley, and Tara Vaughan, PBIS Rewards for Norwood School. Dan Friel and Christina Douglas for mini-bass amps for practice and jamming for the high school music program. Andrew Herman, Podcasting Unit and a portable podcasting kit at the high school. Bill Lavery and Renee Barrett for PPE and AED equipment. Dan McGrath and Christiana Lakey for the Entrepreneur Club at Prospect Park School, grades 6 to 8. John McLaughlin, Enhancing Recreational and Lifelong Leisure Program at Norwood School, 1 through 8. Julia Pickett, Monthly Scene Lessons in Sensory Material for the Kindergarten Academy. Jessica Vasquez for flexible seating for a deskless classroom at high school. And Nicole Werner and Renee Barrett, 3D molecular design models for high school science program. Congratulations to all.
Thank you, everyone. Stay tuned because we're going to keep doing what we can to help you out.
Thank you, Ms. Evans, and the district does appreciate everything you do. Give me 1 second. Miss Kennedy, I love your concept. That's great. I like the reinforcement.
The chancellor actually able to choose.
I really, I'm sure everything was good, but I really liked it. Number 3, Mr.
We have nobody signed up for public comment tonight.
All right, let's roll.
Okay. Motion 4.1 that the following minutes of the regular meeting of the Interboro Board of School Directors held on August 16, 2023 be approved.
Second.
Motion has been moved and seconded. Are there any questions or comments from the board? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 7-0. We will now hear from our solicitor.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. President. Apart from the items that are in the agenda tonight, there are no further items.
All right, thank you. Number 6 here, Mr. Evans.
From the Office of Finance, motion 6.1 that the Treasurer report for the month ending August 31st, 2023 be approved.
Second.
Motion has been moved and seconded. Are there any questions or comments from the board? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Motion carries 7-0. Next motion, Mr. Evans.
Motion 6.2 that fund disbursements in the amount of $10,263,654.72 be approved.
Second.
Motion has been moved and seconded. Are there any questions or comments from the board? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 7-0. Number 7, no correspondence?
No, sir, no correspondence.
Moving on to number 8, we have 8.1, Mr. Goldsberg, Delaware County Community College.
Thank you, Mr. Phelps. The first thing I wanted to share was just in reference to agenda item number 16. In that agenda item, it says I just wanted to address that real quick, and that is the terms of the Delaware County Community College trustees is for the two people that are named, Ms. Spicer and Dr. Grossman, expires in 2023. And they have requested reappointment to new 6-year terms. According to the sponsor's agreement, the responsibility for selecting and reappointing the college trustees lies with the sponsoring school districts. So that's why the purpose of the resolution that's on there. Right? Just a few other things. I did get an update about enrollment. Currently, Interboro has 264 students enrolled in the fall of 2023, and with a total of 2,133 credits, and there are currently 16 students that have dual enrollment for a total of 90 credits at Delaware County Community College. And a few other things. The new Southeast Campus project is underway, with the first phase of demolition already in process. Several of the buildings have already been removed. We expect this phase to continue until mid-October. Next phase construction schedule is anticipated to start late in the year, December, with a 2-year timeline to completion. And this is the new Southeast Campus, Archbishop Prendergast building. The college is also working with the active high school next door, Monsignor Bonner, to help keep its students and staff safe during all the phases of the work. And also the new campus building community campaign and advanced placement or advancement office. They have been working there and transforming the Prendergast High School into a new full-service campus, and that's currently what's going on there. And finally, on October 25th, the college is going to hold its annual sponsoring school district school board appreciation dinner. The dinner will be held at the Marple campus at 6 p.m. With a liaison committee immediately following the dinner. Yay me. There should have been an electronic invitation. I think that went out, that I did send out to everybody, but in case you haven't, let me know and I can forward that to you. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Mr. Goldsberg.
Yes.
And you're the only report tonight.
A lot on my shoulders there.
There you go. Moving on to number 9, Mr. Beck.
From the Office of Personnel, motion that the following personnel actions to be approved, starting with 9.1 on page 2, on the 9.8 on page 6.
Second.
Motions have been moved and seconded. Are there any questions or comments from the board? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 7-0. Next up, Mr. Evans.
From the Office of Curriculum and Instruction, motion that the following items be approved, 10.1 on page 6 to 10.12 on page 7.
Second.
Motions have been moved and seconded. Are there any questions or comments from the board? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's carried 7-0. Next up, Mr. Evans.
From the Office of Special Education Pupil Services, motion that the following items be approved, 11.1 on page 8 to 11.10 on page 9.
Second.
Motions have been moved and seconded. Are there any questions or comments from the board? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's carried 7-0. Next up, Mr. Evans.
From the Office of Technology, motion that the following items be approved, 12.1 to 12.7.
Second.
Motions have been moved and seconded. Are there any questions or comments from the board? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's carried 7-0. Next up, Mr. Evans.
From the Office of Finance, motion that the following items be approved, 13.1 that the Board of School Directors authorize the district solicitor to settle the tax appeal for folio number 33-00-00150-00.
Second.
Motion has been moved and seconded. Are there any questions or comments from the board? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 7-0. Next up, Mr. Evans.
Under capital improvement, motion to find items be approved 14.1 to 14.3.
Second.
Motions have been moved and seconded. Are there any questions or comments from the board? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 7-0. Next up, Mr. Evans.
Motion 15, that the board authorize and directs the solicitor to initiate and prosecute tax year 2024 real estate tax assessment appeals for undervalued real estate. The board authorizes and directs the solicitor and the district's real estate appraiser to determine the appropriate assessments to appeal without consideration of the property type in accordance with the district's standard methodologies that have been approved by the executive director of operations.
Second.
Motion has been moved and seconded. Are there any questions or comments from the board? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 7-0. Next motion, Mr. Evans.
Motion 16, that the Board of School Directors approve the Delaware County Community College Board of Trustees reappointments of Ms. Marilyn A. Spicer and Dr. David H. Grossman for a 6-year term ending June 30th, 2029.
Second.
Motion has been moved and seconded. Are there any questions or comments from the board? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 7-0. Next motion, Mr. Evans.
Motion 17, that the Board of School Directors approve the revision of the 2023-2024 Health and Safety Plan.
Second.
Motion has been moved and seconded. Are there any questions or comments from the board? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 7-0. Do we have any old business? Hearing none, we will now hear from our superintendent, Ms. Ryan.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Just a couple things. First, of course, I'd like to welcome everybody, especially our new families, back to school and to the Interboro School District. I hope everyone has gotten off to a good start to the year. Hope parents that have been able to attend the back to school nights that have occurred so far. We do have a few left. Tomorrow night, September 21st, is the high school. Norwood is September 26th, and Tinicums is September 28th. This is homecoming week for the high school. Friday night, our football team plays Oxford. Game starts at 7 o'clock. What time do the gates open, Ms. Ford?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. So hope to see our families come out and enjoy the game. The district is experiencing a shortage of CDL drivers. If anyone knows of anyone who might be interested in obtaining their CDL or interested in driving for us, please check out our website. I do want to thank the parents and their patience for the last couple of weeks. We have been experiencing transportation issues, but I do believe that we have worked many of those concerns out and things have improved. If parents have issues or concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out to my office or to the transportation office as well. And I do have one final thing. We are going to recognize one of our board members this evening who is celebrating his 8th anniversary on the Interboro Board of School Directors. Justin, Mr. Chavone, congratulations for 8 years. You're welcome.
Didn't even know.
That's it. Time flies.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Thank you, Ms. Ryan. Do we have any comments or Mr. Evans?
Just a quick comment. I wanted to thank Mr. Galloway, Mrs. Riley, and all the staff at Glen Alton School for suffering through the first couple days of school with the parking lot conditions and sidewalk conditions that they had to work with. But they all did really well. Got all the students in and out of the school without incident. All the parents in and out of the parking lot without incident. I know Mr. Galloway had to push the construction crews to get done whatever they could and spend a lot of extra time out there. So I just wanted to thank them for that and thank the staff for managing the kids around the various obstacles and whatnot. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Evans. We're going to
I
hear from
apologize.
Mr. Riley.
I do want to thank the IEF for what they have really created and brought to Interboro. I know this has really been a labor of love and a lot of hours for this team, working with Margie and Lois and Linda and Tom. They really dedicated a lot of hours to getting this education foundation up and running. And to be here tonight and for them to provide these scholarships, and grants to our teachers to improve the quality of education in our schools really means a lot. And I can't thank you enough for what you've done and the time you've put in. And I know this is going to continue to grow and build, and that's something I look forward to working with you all. So thank you again.
Thank you for your support.
All right, jumping back to the board, any other comments? I'd like to piggyback with Ms. Riley. Margie, you are a great asset to this district, and we do appreciate it. You do a great job. You put up with Mr. Evans.
But I still have a great team, so I have to.
Yes,
members
I know you.
and, yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I personally know you, so
Right,
I
yes.
kind of relate a little bit more, but I know your team, and it's a great effort. We do appreciate it.
She gets a lot of support from her
All
husband. I stay out of the way.
There you go. That's the best thing. Alrighty, please visit the Interboro School District website. Yes. At www.interboroSD.org for further information on the meetings listed below. The next work session of the Interboro Board of School Directors will be held virtually on Monday, October 16, 2023 at 7 p.m. The next regularly public meeting of the Interboro Board of School Directors will be held at the Administration Building on Wednesday, October 18, 2023 at 7 p.m. On Tuesday, October 24th, 2023, a Capital Improvement Committee meeting will be held virtually at 6:30 p.m. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you all for coming. We appreciate it.